Right, hello guys, welcome to this live stream. I think it's been a while since I've live streamed on YouTube. I've tried to do a live stream on YouTube before, but it didn't quite work out ever since I had OBS. For some reason it didn't want to let me, but it seems that on this occasion it's actually let me live stream. I don't know if they've changed some code on it that makes it easier, but yeah, so what is this live stream about? Well, basically what it is that I'm actually going to move this to the side because I'll have to do some transitions in a bit. Basically what it contains is, obviously, as you may have seen on Twitter, IF2C, which is my F1 league, will be having a feeder series called IF2C, and it will take advantage of the classic cars that are on F1 2017, which so far have not died yet, which obviously I expected it not to die because it's on career mode, but for some reason it's actually still fun, which is really good to see. I think it's about time Codemasters finally made sure that, because the last time they had these sorts of cars, it died because there was no feature on it, but it's clearly worked out now, and everybody seems to be having quite a lot of fun with it. I'm guessing because the cars are more relatable, so I'm guessing that's why. I might be wrong, but yeah, anyway. We're here to do the IF2C because it will take advantage of the classic cars. Now, there was a vote the other day to suggest how we were going to do the classic cars with IF2C. Was we going to variate it every week, or variate every car every week, or use one car throughout the entirety? And, well, you didn't really help, guys, because out of the 16 votes, it was tied a piece, 50-50 on each of them. There was no decisive winner, and I just decided, for my personal preference, I preferred the alternating every week option. So that's what we're going to do. So what we've got is, well, first of all, we've got 8 classic cars which are going to be divided into each weekend. Now, you may be wondering, what are the races? Well, here they are for you. So, as you can see, the races for this league, as you can see, are shorter. Oh, that's the wrong one, actually. I do apologise. That's not the one I was after. Where is the other one I have? Is it that one? Yeah, that's the one. Sorry about that. I loaded up the wrong one, clearly. But this is the IF2C calendar, not the IF1C calendar. We obviously know about that one. But this is the IF2C calendar. Now, it's similar to the IF1C calendar, but notable changes, of course. It's 2 rounds short, so it hasn't got Australia and Malaysia. Some of the locations we're going to in IF1C have been shortened, have the short track versions, because, you know, classic cars, we might as well just use them. And it's a feeder series, so we might as well make it different as best as we can. So those short tracks include, of course, Bahrain, Britain, Japan, and United States. It's meant to say short, but clearly I didn't have enough space, so I'll probably put USA short when I'm done this. So, in fact, let me just quickly adjust that, because that should say USA short. I'm guessing because the reason why I didn't put that was because it ran out of space, so I do apologise for that. So let me just quickly adjust that so nobody gets confused. It should say USA short on it. So we're using all 4 short tracks for Formula 2. And basically, with this, what was I about to say? With this, basically, the pre-season test as well is not the same as it is for, IF1C. In fact, we'll be actually going to the full version of Silverstone for the IF2C test, and the short one will be used during the season. So that's that, really. I'm kind of a newbie when live streaming to YouTube with OBS. This is the first time I've actually done it, so it might not be good first time, but oh well. Forgive me if that is the case. But anyway, just got that sorted. I've just saved it as a PSD, and now I'm going to save it as a PNG, which is what it is on the stream that you're looking at right now. So yeah, so it should change in a bit. I think it has changed now, and it's gone somewhere because it disappeared. So I don't know why you're still seeing that. Hang on. Why is it not loading up? Oh, that's odd. Hang on a minute. Got a little bit of a problem here. I don't know why. Why are you playing up all of a sudden? Let's have a look. Let's have a look what's wrong with you. Because you've clearly got an issue. I do apologise for this, guys. Technical problems beyond my control, and for some reason it's corrupted. I'm going to have to save it as a new PNG file then. For some reason it's corrupted on my desktop. So, good start, good start, good start. There we go, it should be a new one now, hopefully, once it saves. And then we can get on with the draw, after so many issues with this. There we go. Oh, there you are, look, that's better. Got that sorted. So, obviously it's using the full version of Silverstone for its pre-season test, and also we will be the other tracks that we are using, the full versions, they're actually going to be the shorter version. So Bahrain, Britain, Japan, USA, they're all going to be short for this IF2C calendar. And Monaco, we might as well take advantage of the night track version of it, you know, just to make it, you know, a little bit more, you know, special in a way. So we might as well take advantage of that for his first season. Might be a one-off, we'll have to see how it goes, but for future seasons, but we'll see anyway. But anyway, let me close that. So that's the calendar, and as you can see, it's got TBA on it. So the TBAs mean the cars they're going to be using. So the cars specifically are the ones you're looking at right now then. So I can just minimise that now then. In fact, what are the frames doing at the moment? Oh, it's dropped a load of frames, hasn't it? Oh, that's not a good start, is it? Right, okay, so we'll ignore that for the time being. So we're using 8 cars in total as promised, 2 C2s, all 6 C1s, and the cars that are going to be used for the IF2C season are as follows. We have the Williams FW18, the McLaren MP413, the Ferrari F2002, the Ferrari F2004, the Renault R26, the Ferrari F2007, the McLaren MP423, and the Red Bull RB6. So they're the cars we're going to be using, and basically, whoops, I just needed to close that actually. So yeah, that's how it's gonna work out basically. I'm gonna actually put this on the side actually, so to see how it's going at the moment, because if it goes off, then it goes off. So in fact, I might have to click off it for this instance. So anyway, let's do this, shall we? Now, how I'm using this random name picker. It's better than the other one I used, which was fixed. I think this is the one that Josh used actually when I did the IF1C draw for the first season, but I'm not 100%, but I don't know if it is. It might be a similar one, I haven't got a clue. So basically how it's going to work is, once all these names have gone that have been picked for the first 8 rounds, well, I say first 8 rounds, the preseason test of the first 7 rounds, we'll then move them on to the other name picker I've got over here and randomise them again. So there we are then. So let's start this, shall we? So let's see. So the first one we're going to do is obviously the pre-season test at Silverstone, the full track, and that car is going to be, let's have a look, it is the McLaren MP423 we'll be using for that one. So that's what it's going to be using. In fact, let me get a pen so I can, in fact, do I have anything so I can jot that down anyway? In fact, I'll get my iPad for that one actually. So that's that really as far as they're concerned. So let me just get a note, get my iPad open and note that. So okay, oops, that's not the correct button. There we are. So P, which will stand for pre-season, we'll use the McLaren MP423. That's fine, and then we'll go from there basically. So what we do now is we copy and paste this, take that out and put that in there. Okay, so that's that. Now let's go for the first round, which will be at the short circuit of Bahrain. And the car that will be used for that is, let's have a look, will be the Renault R26 for that one. So Fernando Alonso's Renault will be used for the first round of the season. So Renault R26, there we are. Just let's remove that from this part and put that in there. Right, so that's round 1. Round 2, which will be at Spain. Round 2 of the championship, I should say, we'll use this car, which is the Williams FW18. So we'll be using Damon Hill's Williams for that one. So that's round 2, the Williams FW18. So let me just copy that, lift that up, and paste that in there. Okay, round 3. That one is going to be the Ferrari F2007. So that's going to be round 3. Kimi Raikkonen's championship winning Ferrari, that is. Ignore the ads that are on this website. Clearly that's their way of getting cash on this website, clearly. So copy that and put that in there. So that's round 3 done and dusted. Round 4, we'll use this car. And it is the McLaren MP413, Mika Häkkinen's McLaren from 1998. So that will be used for round 4. So that's that. And just to note, because I got a tweet from Cameron saying this, that moment when Joe actually forgets about who's going to be hosting this. Cameron, I have not forgotten, okay? Besides, as you've seen by the calendar, we've got 2 months yet, alright? There's plenty of time to sort that out. For the moment, I'm getting this out of the way first, and then we'll worry about a host later on. Okay? Capiche? Okay. So that's that. So that's round 4. Now moving on to round 5. And it will be the Sebastian Vettel's Red Bull, the Red Bull RB6 that we'll be using for round 5. So there we are. So let's just copy that and put that in there. Round 6, it's between the two Michael Schumacher Ferraris this is now. So which one's going to be the first out of the draw? Will it be the faster Ferrari or the one that got him the 5th championship? And it's the one that got in the 5th championship. The Ferrari F2002 will be used for the 6th round of the championship. Which leaves us with the Ferrari F2004, just to confirm that. Well, it won't put more than one name, but it does confirm that for round 7, it will be the Ferrari F2004. So that's that. Let's copy that. In fact, let me paste this in there. Oops, hang on. Whoopsie daisy, got rid of that by mistake. Luckily, we can just easily do this. C1, so it's not the end of the world. And let's copy that in, close this down because we don't need that anymore. And there we are then. So, let's just clear that up then. Let's put up the calendar again so that you can remind yourself. So, as we get to the halfway point in this draw, as you can see, the Silverstone preseason tests will use the McLaren MP423. Round 1 at the Bahrain Short will have the Renault R26. Spain will have the Williams FW18. The night version of Monaco will use the Ferrari F2007. Austria will use the McLaren MP413. Canada will use the Red Bull RB6. Britain Short will use the Ferrari F2002. Hungary will use the Ferrari F2004. So they are the ones so far. Next up, we'll be going through Belgium, Italy, Singapore, Japan Short, USA Short, Mexico, Abu Dhabi, and Brazil. Before anybody wonders, so far we've got 4 people in the league so far, but it could be more as I'm negotiating with 2 potential people, so we could have up to 6 at this rate. But there is still time. You've still got 2 months if you're interested in signing up for the feeder series. Obviously, IF1C seats have now been booked thanks to the return of Connor Smith. So that's that really. So if you are if you're interested in joining IF2C for a chance to be in IF1C in the future, then please let me know in this if you want, or in the comment section below, or on either one of my Twitters, either IF League's Twitter or JWF197 on Twitter. So that's your choice, really. So that's that really. So now we're moving on to the last 8 rounds. So let's click that off, minimize you, and let's get on with it. So round 8, which is Belgium. The car we'll be using for that one is the McLaren MP423 again. The McLaren MP423 started off earlier, and it seems that it's gone for that again. So that's that. So that's going to be round 8. Surprisingly, it is Belgium, and considering it's got a bit of a history, Lewis. When you supposedly won, but you didn't give the place back to Raikkonen when you cut the last chicane, did you? So that's McLaren done with, so we take that out and move that up. So the next car that we'll be using is the Ferrari F2004. So 2 rounds after its initial debut, it will come back for round 9. Moving on to round 10, let's take you out. 6 more left. Round 10 is the Ferrari F2002. So both of Michael Schumacher's Ferraris have gone. So that's going to be round 10. Round 11 will have the Renault R26. So that's going to be used for round 11. 4 more races to go now. Round 12 we'll use the Ferrari F2007, Kimi Raikkonen's Ferrari. So that's that. Round 13 of the round 13, the third to last race, we'll use the Williams FW18. So Damon Hill's Williams again, used for the second time. It will be used for round 2 and now round 13. Two more to go then, and it is between the 1998 McLaren and the 2010 Red Bull. So let's see then. So the one that's going to be used for the penultimate round is the McLaren MP423, Mika Häkkinen's McLaren, which leaves us then for the last race at Brazil, the Red Bull RB6. Bit of a shame that I would have preferably preferred that that the Red Bull would be there at I'm trying to think, at Abu Dhabi, which is round 14, because otherwise, because it would have had some nostalgia, because that's the race where in that car where Sebastian was able to take that Red Bull to his first World Championship. So could have been a little bit of nostalgia there if that was the case. So there you have it then. So that is the draw. It is a quite quick one, and we have been on for half an hour, which is surprising. I thought we'd be on for a little bit shorter than that. So let's have a look then. So let's have a look at which cars are going where then. So we'll run through the full calendar. The full version of Silverstone, the preseason test, will be using the McLaren MP423. Round 1 of the championship we'll be using, which is at the Bahrain Short Circuit, we'll be using the Renault R26. Round 2 at Spain we'll be using the Williams FW18. Monaco night we'll be using the Ferrari F2007. Austria will be using the McLaren MP413. Canada will be using the Red Bull Racing RB6. Britain Short will be using the Ferrari F2002. Round 7, which is at Hungary, we'll be using the Ferrari F2004, the track where that car actually took the Constructors' Championship that year. So a little bit of nostalgia for that, really. Round 8, we'll be using the McLaren MP423. A little bit of nostalgia there for that car. Italy will be using the Ferrari F2004, where it got a 1-2 that year as well, the 2004 season, so a bit of nostalgia. So at least we're using a Ferrari car for Italy, I suppose. And another track that's very big with Ferrari, Singapore. We'll be using the Ferrari F2002, so both tracks using that love Ferrari, actually getting Ferrari on both of those tracks. Japan Short will be using the Renault R26. That's got some memories because that was the track where Alonso took back the lead in the championship in 2006 with that car and had a huge advantage going into the Brazil. Round 12, USA Short, the Ferrari F2007. Mexico, the Williams FW18. Abu Dhabi, the McLaren MP413, and Brazil, the Red Bull Racing RB6. And it has got a little bit of nostalgia, that Red Bull has, because that's the track where it took the Constructors' Championship that year with that car. So, yeah, that's that then. So that is the draw. I'll put that up on Twitter a little bit later on with the actual names of the cars being used on it. But yeah, that has been that then, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. It has been, that's been the draw for you. So, yeah, bit short, but it's been on for long enough. So thank you for watching. I hope a lot of people who are in IF2C actually watch this. If not, I'll just share it with them later. Which cars they're going to be using so they can get prepared to practice for November. But anyway, thank you very much for those who watched. And yeah, I'll see you guys this weekend for IFMC over on Twitch. So yeah, until then, thank you for watching and take care. See ya.